tracks from American Public Media. I'm Julie Amacher. Most of us haven't experienced Paris in the 1920s, but you can when you listen to Japanese pianist Miki Aoki's new recording, Mélancolie. On her third solo release, she features works by the member of Les Six, a group of early 20th century French composers who were blazing their own trail.
This group was made to create music that was more real, more influence of cafe music and jazz from America. But what's amazing for me in their music was that with all the simplified notation, the music has still the same impact and very romantic at times as well. But it sort of touches you directly to your heart because I think it connects so much more to the real life of that time.
The music of Francis Poulenc is what really touched Miki's heart. Ever since she was invited to play his sonata about 8 years ago, she's been obsessed with his unique character.
There's something different about this music. It's got some humor. It has this kind of irony to it. When you just think the music is very romantic, there comes a passage where it's suddenly very abrupt and it interrupts. It's not like Debussy or Ravel. So I started to research about Poulenc, and it was very interesting because Satie actually founded this group with critic Cocteau in sort of movement against the German romantic, like Wagnerian music, and the impressionistic French music.
There is one piece on this recording that reflects the character of each member of Les Six. It's titled Album de Six.
And it's just each composer wrote one movement. It's very contrasting. It's almost like their, personal introduction about their character.
Is there one that's kind of a personal favorite of the set?
It's still Poulenc, his waltz. I think it shows most of his character. Poulenc was mostly self-taught, and he always said this famous quote that he said, "Love my music, don't analyze it." The style, it's so hard to explain words, but if you hear Poulenc, you just know it's Poulenc. It's, I guess, a bit like listening to Mozart. Yeah, and for me to define this group, it's like looking at like Monet picture and Picasso picture, because Monet picture would be like Ravel and Debussy, and Picasso would be like them. It's still the same period, but such contrasting impact of beauty. The title of the CD is called Mélancolie, and that is the title of one of Poulenc's pieces. And that's one of my favorite pieces. And I think it's very funny that while I'm practicing these pieces, there's a lot of indication, although it's so romantic, no rubato everywhere. And it's written that he hated rubatos, but his music is so well written from his, I think, own instinct that when he knows it needs time, he tells you as an indication to get faster or slower, but we don't have that liberty of taking our own time.
The Roaring Twenties, an exciting time for middle-class Parisians who did enjoy more liberties. They were going to the theater and the cinema. Women tossed their corsets in exchange for short dresses, high heels, and perfume.
If it was after the First World War and there was that kind of relief, and there was like designers like Chanel who started to really make it in that time, and with this very Parisian new life of flair in fashion, art, and music, and you can kind of smell it in the music. So I hope people can hear that.
The smell and the sounds of 1920s Paris in a new recording called Mélancolie from Japanese pianist Miki Aoki. And that's New Classical Tracks from American Public Media. I'm Julie Amacher.